A lot of the educational experiences and curriculum that's taught here is really outside the classroom. It doesn't mean that what is in the classroom is not important, but it does mean that it's a lot richer experience. My children really enjoyed a great relationship with teachers, older students, and that's what makes WCA the school that it is.
We are a family-oriented school. We understand that our role is not just educators, but our role is also a mentor, a spiritual mentor.
Mr. Davis, he is all about relationships. He takes the time to remember your name and you know what your favorite things are.
I have bonded with so many of my students, none more than Alex Rowell. It's a student in my apologetics class.
He's a different kind of man. He's a different kind of teacher. He loves God. He's a great Christian. He's very generous. He's very, he shows me a lot of grace. That's something that I need. He's very patient. He's very kind.
I learn more and I get more excited about watching him develop and dealing with his questions, answering his questions that are phenomenal. They're questions I hadn't even thought of. My youngest son was killed in an automobile accident when he was 20 years old. One of his teachers really cared, helped him mature, helped him understand what it is to be a man. That lit my fire and said, that's what I want to do, and that's what WCA does.
It's so amazing to be able to say, that's who I want to be.
I get an opportunity to help the students to understand what's truly real and what's really right.
Every Tuesday morning we meet with a group of about 15 girls. The very first thing that I do every week is just invite God's presence and say that we're not here for each other, we're not here for me. We talk about our relationship with God and getting into the Bible every day. We really are just almost like a family now, and our relationships have just come so close together.
She believes in God so much, and you just feel like you can trust her.
They're honest with me, even if it's something I'm doing wrong. They'll challenge me and they'll keep me honest with it.
There's so many places that they can hear lies from, and they can hear that this will make you happy. I want to be able to be someone that breathes truth and breathes life into people that don't have that.
Godly friends are awesome.
Most Tuesday mornings, I get here a little bit before the students show up, and I usually set up some kind of a game and then open up the Word, and we usually read through it together, and then we just talk about it and discuss it.
And it's not just reading words, but we actually understand what he's talking about.
I think that it's very important for middle school boys to have somebody who's not a parent, not a teacher, that they can talk to and just bounce ideas off of.
Tyler's like a big brother to us because he's not really old, he's not really young, he's just right in the middle. He's a really cool, fun guy that he could relate to us as a brother.
Every opportunity that they give me to step a little bit more into their life, I realize it's important and that I'm making a difference.
Their parents are always going to be role models, but for school, they won't have their parents there. And so for us to be with the little kids, it really helps them as they grow up to know what to do, how to act.
This morning we're doing reading buddies with the 3rd grade, and they come every Thursday.
We get to spend time with other kids and get to read to them so they can learn more.
Because we want to know how to read and we want to play with it.
Because I remember when I was younger, older kids came to read to me.
Not only in our classroom, but when they see each other outside, they love being with them. They're always hugging each other. So it's been a great program for the pre-K program.
The 10th graders came and they taught us about cells, and they read us books that they made about them.
When you come down here, it's so much fun just to see all the creativity and the great imagination they all have.
The kids love it too because they get to see all these great illustrations and they get to meet the upperclassmen.
They're really fun and they're good at interacting with us.
I think it's a lot of fun to read to the 2nd graders and just see what they read and just help them out if they can't read anything.
This is only our 2nd time doing something with the 2nd graders, so it's really exciting for us to interact with them.
I read 2 pages, and then she reads 2 pages. It's great. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Every day I feel encouraged by my friends who are around me. Every day I feel encouraged by the teachers who are around me who want, more than anything, for their students to pursue a relationship with God. And we can't do it alone. We're not designed to do it alone.
John David's mentor and reading buddy and helper is Matthew, and John David just loves him.
Matthew was in kindergarten and he was a quiet, reserved little fella, and I've seen him grow and blossom into an awesome young man, a young man who loves the Lord, who doesn't have to, but he comes in our classroom 2 hours on 3 times a week to spend time with us. Oh, it's so awesome to see an 18-year-old young man coming in and pray with 5-year-olds. That, ooh, touches your heart big time.
We're a military family. My husband's an active duty soldier, and he is deployed. I felt that it was important to let his teacher know that there were changes going on at home, that his dad was going to be deploying. But when I told her, she cried with me.
We hugged each other and we both cried, and it was kind of neat because when you get to know a little bit about each family, you get to enjoy their life, you get to be part of their life, and they're part of yours.
Tara has a remarkable relationship with a young teacher here named Crystal, who also has a Tuesday morning Bible study in small group. Crystal took her small group up to a conference in Richmond that was just amazing.
While we were at the conference, we got this little book, and in there was a little note to our dad. It says, "As your daughter, I ask you to guard and protect my heart until you approve of the right person that can be trusted with my heart.
I give my heart to you until you think I'm prepared to give it away." And that was, I don't know too many places where you'd get that card. This means more to me than her graduation certificate.
You cannot get this time back. The decisions that you make for your children when they're young and when they're going to school, they can't be redone.
The financial investment every year, my husband and I look at it again, and every year we could honestly say, you know what, we're not really sure we can afford that. But every year we manage to do it, and it's because we know that we're investing in our boys' future.
WCA is my home, and it's something that has founded my relationship with God, and I know that it has just jump-started, from now to the rest of my life.